Okay guys, we got a tough one here. This is a metal flake paint job done by somebody else, and it had a few bubbles up here and a big chip on the side here. So I'm going to have to blend this in. I don't know the plan of attack yet. It appears to be just a silver metallic with a bunch of flake over it. So I'm going to feather this out, keep it small as possible. I thought about bondoing it, but it's kind of flaky here. So I think what I'm going to do is just feather it out and prime it, and then spray some silver over it, and then some flake, and then I'm going to clear it. I'm not going to candy any of these areas. I want it flat before I add the candy. So we'll see how this comes out. So it should take me a few days, so stay tuned. Okay, I got this tank all prepped, sanded, and masked up the way I wanted. As you can see, I kind of sectioned it off. Also note that I actually didn't even go through the silver. So, but that's not that big of a deal that I saved it, because I will still have to blend it. Some of you may think that I could just spray the candy over this area here. But you can't really do that, because where you're spraying right here, it's also getting over here. So it will darken this, and this will be catching up to this area. So you can't do that. You have to blend the silver, blend the flake, and then actually blend the candy. So, and then I have to come back and cover up the silver part with 1/8 inch, like right around that area, and then I'll have to airbrush the orange, so on the edge. So a change of plans though, I did mention that I was going to top coat this with clear. I think what I will do is get this blended out, and with the silver, spray the flake over it, and then I will spray base clear over it to build up the area, and then I'll go straight directly to candy. I'm not going to top coat clear this whole tank like I originally planned, and the reason is because I just put a lot of tape on here, and I'd have to redo the exact same thing. So I'm going to build it up. The problem you'll have if you don't level out the flake and you go directly to candy, when you top coat clear it and then wet sand it, you might go through the candy. Some of the flake edges or the corners may poke through, so your candy gold or tangerine areas will turn silver. So you gotta get that flake as level as possible. So I do have a fighting chance at this working out, because the silver metallic, you know, there's just flake over the silver. It's not your normal black base coat with flake over it. So we'll see how this turns out. So I'm going to blend this silver out. I'll take a picture and add this to the video. Okay, I got the silver and the flake all blended out. I think it came out good so far. I also sprayed some base coat over it, base coat clear, the Medallion MRT 500. So I'm going to knock down a little bit, just very little, just to knock off any real rough corners of the flake or anything like that. And then I'll start blending out. It looks like pagan gold. So what I did too is any loose flakes, like in this area here, I took some lacquer thinner, just kind of clean that up. And what I'll do is spray a coat of gold. Once I got to mask this up first, or tape it up, and then I'll start spraying the gold. But I'll spray some gold down here just in case there's a silver flake floating down there, stuck down at the bottom, but it appears I got them all. So looking good, coming along. Okay, down here I just went straight across here, since I knew my candy wasn't going to get down that far, so I just bordered it, went straight down. Now as far as the side here, you saw how I had this sectioned off, basically sprayed the pagan gold, and then I bordered it with the candy tangerine. So we'll take some 320, SX 320 I believe it was. I'm just going to check it. You can see it came out very, very good. So all the flake looks nice, orange fade looks good. So all I got left is just to go ahead and clear this up. I'm gonna look for any straggler silver flakes. I'll kind of pick them off, or take some lacquer thinner if they're way away from the the Candied Gold or the Candied Tangerine. Pull this off. And there we have it. I'm going to clear this puppy. And that should do it. I'm going to have to put some extra clear on here since all I did was the base coat clear and knocked it down. All I did with the 600 is just went just like this when I flaked it, and I put base clear over it. So instead of top coating and resanding and having to remask and everything, I changed the game plan here. So I told you that all along. So when I base cleared it, I just took a piece of 600 and just knocked the edges down. Just enough that it wouldn't give me a problem when I top clear this. So anyway, I'm gonna put this in the booth, top clear it, and I will do one more short segment. Appreciate you guys watching. Okay, just got done clearing this. I think it came out awesome. In fact, the flakes, you can hardly see any of them standing up, so I think I won't have to re-clear this one. I think it came out very good. No more chip, no more bubbles. Of course, this front area is hidden anyway, underneath the dash. The blends came out real nice, shadowing. So hopefully this video gives you a little incentive if you come across one of these flake jobs that you have to blend in. Make sure you blend the base coat, blend the flake, and then you dig in on the candies. Sometimes you will have to clear coat before you candy. You want those flakes as flat as possible. You don't want the edges sticking up. So appreciate you guys. Thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already.